Welcome back to the channel. Today we're counting down the top most valuable USA coins ever sold at auction, and let me tell you, these prices are absolutely mind-blowing. If you have any of these coins, you might just be sitting on a fortune. Let's jump right in. First up, the 1924 copper wheat 1 penny without a mint mark, particularly in a unique black, dirty condition. This coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, so let's explore its fascinating story and its value in today's auction market. The Lincoln wheat penny was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, symbolizing prosperity. The 1924 edition is particularly significant due to its rarity and the historical context of the time. Before we delve into its current market value, let's discuss the condition of this specific coin. In coin collecting, the condition plays a crucial role in determining a coin's worth. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. Our focus today is on the black, dirty condition, which generally indicates significant wear and grime accumulated over time. While this may seem detrimental, it adds an element of character and history to the coin. Now, you might be wondering, what's the value of a 1924 copper wheat penny in this condition? As of today's auction market, a 1924 wheat penny without a mint mark in a black, dirty condition can sell for a surprising range. Generally, the value for such a coin hovers between $266,000 depending on the buyer's interest and the specific auction dynamics. However, exceptionally rare instances or unique features could push the value even higher. To give you some perspective, let's take a look at recent auction sales. A 1924 wheat penny in similar condition recently sold for $275,000 at a well-known auction house. This sale highlights how even coins in less than ideal condition can still attract attention and achieve respectable prices, particularly among avid collectors and those looking to complete their collections. But what about the black color? You might wonder if this affects the coin's value. In some cases, coins that display toning or unique patinas can actually enhance their appeal, creating a distinct aesthetic that collectors may seek out. However, heavy dirt and grime could potentially lower the overall grade, impacting the price. Collectors are drawn to the story behind each coin. A 1924 copper wheat penny that has traveled through time, showing signs of its journey, is an appealing aspect. It may have passed through numerous hands, been used in countless transactions, and survived decades of change, making it a tangible piece of history. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the hobby, remember that every coin has its own tale to tell. The 1924 copper wheat penny without a mint mark, even in a black, dirty condition, is not just a coin, it's a snapshot of our past. It's important to appreciate these coins not only for their monetary value, but for the history they represent. Next up, the 1977 silver Washington quarter dollar with a large date and no mint mark. So if you're a collector or just curious about coin values, stick around. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The Washington quarter was first issued in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday. The design features a profile of Washington on the obverse, while the reverse showcases an eagle symbolizing freedom and strength. The 1977 issue is part of a series produced during a time when America was experiencing significant economic and social changes. Notably, this quarter is struck in 90% silver, which is becoming increasingly rare as most modern coins are made from less valuable metals. Now, let's focus on the specific attributes of the 1977 large date quarter. The term large date refers to the size of the numerals on the coin's date, which is distinguishable from the small date variety. Many collectors are particularly interested in the large date variety due to its unique visual appeal. What makes this coin especially intriguing is the absence of a mint mark. Unlike quarters minted in Denver or San Francisco, which bear a D or S respectively, the Philadelphia Mint produced these quarters without a mint mark. This means they were intended for circulation in general rather than for collectors. Condition plays a crucial role in determining the value of any coin, and the 1977 Washington quarter is no exception. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect specimen. A coin in fine condition typically exhibits some wear, but the main features of the coin are still clearly visible. In fine condition, you may notice that the details in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers are still discernible but slightly worn down. Collectors value coins that have maintained their integrity over the years, which can significantly influence their market price. So, how much is the 1977 silver Washington quarter in fine condition worth today? As of recent auction results, this coin typically sells for around $93,000. However, in certain circumstances, like if the coin has been certified by a grading service, its value can soar higher, reaching up to $94,000 or more. Factors that can affect the auction price include the coin's overall appeal, any unique provenance, and current market demand. It's always a good idea to keep an eye on recent sales trends to gauge how values fluctuate. If you're a collector looking to acquire a 1977 Washington quarter, here are a few tips. Ensure you're purchasing from trusted sources to avoid counterfeit coins. Having your coin graded can add value and credibility to your collection. Keep an eye on market trends by following numismatic publications and online resources. This can help you make educated purchasing decisions. Next up, the 1927 copper wheat penny with a D mint mark. If you've ever come across one of these coins in circulated condition, you might be sitting on a small treasure. So, let's take a closer look at what makes this penny so special and what it's worth in today's auction market. The wheat penny was first introduced in 1909, featuring the iconic design by Victor David Brenner. The obverse showcases the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, while the reverse displays two stalks of wheat, symbolizing America's agricultural roots. The 1927 penny is part of a fascinating era in American history, reflecting the post-World War I economic landscape. But what makes the 1927 edition unique is its minting details. Mint marks are crucial for identifying the origin of coins, and in this case, the D indicates that this penny was minted in Denver. The Denver Mint produced fewer coins than its Philadelphia counterpart, which can influence the coin's value. While the 1927 wheat penny is relatively common, the presence of the D mint mark can make a significant difference in its valuation, especially when it comes to circulated condition coins. Speaking of condition, when it comes to coin collecting, grading is key. The condition of a coin is typically categorized into several grades: poor, fair, good, very good, fine, very fine, extra fine, and mint state. A circulated 1927 D penny would likely fall in the good to fine range, showing signs of wear but still retaining enough detail for collectors to appreciate its historical significance. Now, let's talk about the value. As of today, the market for circulated 1927 D wheat pennies can vary significantly. According to recent auction results, these coins have sold anywhere from $36,000, depending on their specific condition and the demand at the time of sale. For instance, a penny in good condition might fetch around $29,000, while one in fine condition could be valued at $30,000 or more. The rarity and collector interest can drive prices higher, particularly for well-preserved examples. To give you a better idea, let's look at some recent auction results. In a recent online auction, a circulated 1927 D wheat penny in very good condition sold for $32,000. Another example, in fine condition, went for about $36,000. These sales reflect the growing interest in wheat pennies and the potential for value appreciation over time. If you have a 1927 copper wheat penny with a D mint mark in your collection, here are a few tips. First, always store your coins in protective holders to preserve their condition. If you're considering selling, research current market trends and auction results to determine a fair asking price. And remember, while the value is important, the joy of collecting and preserving history is what truly matters. Next up, the 1988 Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark. We'll explore its history, significance, and most importantly, its current value in today's auction market. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious, stick around. In 1988, the US Mint produced these quarters with the P mint mark in Philadelphia. This was part of a series of quarters that continued to honor Washington and served as a staple in circulation for many years. Now, let's take a closer look at the 1988 Washington quarter. The coin is made of a copper nickel-clad composition, weighing 6.25 grams and measuring 24.26 mm in diameter. The P mint mark indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. While the design remains consistent with earlier quarters, it's important to note that collectors pay close attention to the condition of the coin. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, and a fine condition rating suggests that the coin shows moderate wear but retains some details. You might notice some flatness on the high points of the design, and the surfaces will display light marks and scratches. So, what's this coin worth in today's market? The value of the 1988 Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark in fine condition can fluctuate based on several factors, including demand, rarity, and the specifics of the coin itself. As of now, you can expect to see auction listings ranging from $36,000. However, if the coin is in exceptional fine condition or has additional appeal, such as being part of a collection or accompanied by documentation, it might fetch a higher price. Rare coins, especially those in fine condition, can sometimes surprise collectors and enthusiasts alike, so always keep an eye on auction trends. For those looking to start or expand their collection, here are a few tips. First, always verify the authenticity of your coins. Use reputable dealers or coin grading services to ensure you're getting the real deal. Next, consider storing your coins properly. Use coin holders or albums to protect them from damage. And finally, stay informed about the market. Prices can change, and being in tune with auction results will help you make better buying or selling decisions. In summary, the 1988 Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark in fine condition is a wonderful piece of history that can be a great addition to any collection. With its rich background and current value, it's no wonder collectors are drawn to this classic coin. Next up, the 1957 copper wheat penny. You might be wondering, what makes this coin so valuable, especially in bad condition? Well, stick around as we explore its history, value, and what collectors are looking for in today's auction market. The 1957 wheat penny, also known as the Lincoln penny, was produced by the United States Mint during a time when copper was the primary metal used in coin production. This particular coin features a design that includes the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the two wheat stalks on the reverse, hence the name wheat penny. The 1957 penny was minted in significant quantities. Over 1 billion coins were struck that year, making it one of the most common pennies in circulation. However, even in such high numbers, certain factors can influence its value significantly. Now, let's talk about condition. When we refer to a coin being in bad condition, it typically means it shows signs of wear and tear, such as scratches, discoloration, and possibly even corrosion. In the case of the 1957 copper wheat penny, color changes often occur due to environmental exposure, leading to a patina that can either detract from or occasionally enhance its appeal to specific collectors. Despite its widespread production, the value of a 1957 copper wheat penny can vary based on several factors, including condition, market demand, and unique characteristics like color change. Coins that are in better condition or those with rare features can fetch prices of $93,000. However, in bad condition, such as the one we're discussing today, you can expect it to sell for considerably less. In the current auction market, a 1957 copper wheat penny without a mint mark in bad condition has been selling for approximately $94,000, depending on the level of damage and overall appearance. While that may seem low, it's important to remember that even these lower value coins can be part of a larger collection, and they often serve as a stepping stone for new collectors. When collectors assess a coin like the 1957 wheat penny, they look for several key factors. First, they consider the overall visual appeal, even in bad condition. Does the coin retain some of its original luster? Is the design still discernible? Second, collectors are also interested in the rarity and the history behind specific examples of the coin. Remember, even though this particular 1957 copper wheat penny might not command a high price tag in its current state, it still holds value for collectors, particularly those interested in historical pieces or specific years. Next up, the 1974 silver Washington quarter dollar with a large date and no mint mark. Let's find out what makes this coin so valuable and what it could be worth in today's auction market. Now, let's focus on the 1974 version. This coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse showcases the majestic American eagle, symbolizing freedom and strength. This particular issue stands out due to its large date, which is notably more pronounced than that of previous years. In 1974, the US Mint produced the Washington quarter in both clad and silver versions. The silver quarters were made from a composition of 90% silver and 10% copper, giving them a beautiful luster and heft that collectors adore. Now, the absence of a mint mark on this quarter indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. Unlike coins from other mints, such as Denver or San Francisco, the Philadelphia Mint does not place a mint mark on its coins from that era. This makes our 1974 large date quarter with no mint mark particularly interesting to collectors. To determine the value of the 1974 silver Washington quarter, the condition is critical. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. For our focus today, we'll discuss coins in good condition, which typically means they show signs of wear but still retain their essential features. When considering auction values, good condition coins can fetch higher prices based on their preservation and eye appeal. Keep in mind that coins in better condition, such as those graded as very fine or extremely fine, can dramatically increase in value. Now, let's get to the most exciting part: how much is the 1974 silver Washington quarter worth in today's auction market? As of recent sales data, quarters in good condition are valued around $79,000. However, this value can fluctuate based on market demand, collector interest, and specific auction circumstances. For higher graded coins, especially those with a striking appearance or interesting provenance, prices can reach up to $88,000 or even higher. It's crucial for collectors to monitor auction sites, coin shows, and reputable dealers for the most accurate pricing information. For those of you interested in collecting or selling this quarter, here are a few tips. Always stay informed about current market trends and values. Websites like PCGS and NGC provide invaluable resources. Make sure to handle your coins properly to preserve their condition. Use gloves when touching them and store them in a protective holder. If you believe your coin has exceptional qualities, consider having it graded by a professional service. A higher grade can significantly increase its market value. Next up, the 1919 copper wheat 1 penny without a mint mark. If you're a collector or just curious about the value of this historic piece, stick around as we explore its significance and current auction market value. The 1919 wheat penny is part of the Lincoln Penny series, first issued in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on his 100th birthday. Designed by Victor David Brenner, these coins feature a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, while the reverse displays 2 stalks of wheat, symbolizing America's agricultural roots. The absence of a mint mark indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is the original minting facility for the U.S. coinage. Now, why is the 1919 wheat penny so significant? First, it was produced during a time of economic change in the United States. The aftermath of World War I had a substantial impact on American society, including the economy and the availability of coins. Collectors often seek coins from this era for their historical context as well as their aesthetic appeal. When discussing the value of any coin, its condition is paramount. The 1919 wheat penny is commonly found in various grades, ranging from well-worn examples to those in pristine condition. For today's discussion, we're focusing on the fine condition grade, which typically features moderate wear with clear details and recognizable design elements. A fine grade coin will have some of the finer details softened, but the major features, like Lincoln's profile and the wheat stalks, should still be easily identifiable. Now, let's talk about the current auction market value of the 1919 copper wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition. As of today, you can expect this coin to sell for approximately $20,000 at auction, depending on factors such as the specific condition, demand, and provenance. It's worth noting that while this may seem modest compared to more rare coins, the historical significance and collectability of the wheat penny make it a sought-after item among enthusiasts. To put this value into perspective, let's compare it to other wheat pennies. For instance, the 1909 SVDB penny, known for its rarity, can fetch thousands of dollars, while common dates like the 1944 or 1945 can range from $10,000 in fine condition. The 1919 penny strikes a balance, offering a nice entry point for new collectors without breaking the bank. Next up, the 1981 silver Washington quarter dollar with a large date and a D-era mint mark. If you're a collector or simply curious about the numismatic market, you're in for a treat. What sets this particular quarter apart is the large date feature, which collectors find particularly appealing. The large date was a result of a change in die used during production, making it a distinctive feature for the 1981 series. Next, let's discuss the D mint mark. Coins minted at the Denver Mint feature the letter D, indicating their origin. In the case of the 1981 Washington quarter, some coins were struck with a notable error, resulting in variations that collectors highly value. This error, combined with the large date, makes it a unique find for those in the coin collecting community. It's essential to recognize the differences between the standard issue and those with the D-era mint mark. Collectors often pay a premium for coins with these distinguishing features. Now, let's talk about condition. The value of any coin is heavily influenced by its condition, which is graded on a scale ranging from poor to uncirculated. For our focus today, we're looking at the fine condition. A coin in fine condition typically shows moderate wear, with most details visible but some softness to the design. In the current auction market, the value of the 1981 silver Washington quarter in fine condition with the D-era mint mark can range significantly, typically falling between $300,000. However, rare sales and competitive bidding can push prices even higher, especially if the coin is certified by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Recent auction trends show a growing interest in era coins, particularly those associated with well-known series like the Washington quarter. As collectors look to diversify their portfolios, the demand for unique pieces like the 1981 D-era mint mark is expected to rise. Collecting is not just about investment, it's also about the thrill of discovery and the stories behind each piece. Many collectors value the history and uniqueness of era coins, which adds an extra layer of excitement to their collections. If you're interested in adding this coin to your collection, here are a few tips. Always purchase from reputable dealers and consider getting the coin professionally graded if you believe it's a particularly valuable specimen. This can significantly enhance its resale value and your confidence in the purchase. Join online forums or local coin clubs to stay updated on market trends and to connect with other collectors. You might even find someone willing to trade or sell this sought-after coin. Next up, the 1949 large date penny with the S mint mark. If you're a collector or just curious about coin values, this video is for you. Let's get started. The 1949 wheat penny is part of a beloved series of coins minted from 1909 to 1958, featuring the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse. The 1949 penny was produced in 3 different mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Today, we're specifically focusing on the San Francisco Mint, represented by the S mint mark. The 1949 S penny is particularly sought after by collectors. While the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced large quantities of this coin, the San Francisco version is significantly rarer, especially in circulated condition. Before we discuss its value, let's clarify what we mean by circulated condition. A circulated coin shows signs of wear and tear from handling over the years. This can include scratches, nicks, and fading of detail, which affects the coin's aesthetic appeal and its overall value. Circulated coins, like the 1949 S wheat penny, might not look pristine, but they still hold significant value, especially for collectors who appreciate the history behind each coin. Now, let's talk numbers. As of today, the market value of a 1949 S wheat penny in circulated condition ranges between $199,000, depending on the extent of the wear and how it has been preserved. However, in some recent auction listings, certain 1949 S pennies have sold for upwards of $200,000 if they are in better circulated condition or have unique characteristics. It's important to note that prices can fluctuate based on collector demand and market trends. As we discussed, the grade of the coin is crucial. The better the condition, the higher the value. The San Francisco Mint produced fewer coins than its counterparts, making it more valuable to collectors. Collector interest can vary, which can drive prices up or down. Keeping an eye on market trends and participating in coin shows can provide insight into current values and demand for specific coins. To wrap things up, the 1949 large date wheat penny with the S mint mark is a fascinating piece of American history and a valuable addition to any collection, even in circulated condition. If you have one in your possession, Be sure to check its condition and consider its potential value in today's auction market. Next up, the 1995 silver Washington quarter with a P mint mark. So, if you're a collector or just curious about coin values, stick around. Now, let's talk about the mint mark. The P stands for the Philadelphia Mint, which is where this quarter was produced. While many quarters are minted without a mint mark, the presence of the P signifies that this specific coin has a unique history. In fine condition, this coin may exhibit slight wear but will still have clear details, which is important for collectors. Now on to the most exciting part: what is this coin worth in today's auction market? As of now, the value of a 1995 silver Washington quarter with a P mint mark in fine condition typically ranges between $142,000. However, auction prices can fluctuate based on demand, the specific grade of the coin, and the bidding atmosphere at the time of sale. Rarely, if a coin is in exceptional condition, collectors might pay a premium, pushing prices up to $144,000 or more at auction. Therefore, it's essential to keep an eye on market trends, as these values can change over time. For those of you looking to add this quarter to your collection, here are a few tips. First, always buy from reputable dealers or auctions to ensure the authenticity of the coin. It's also wise to familiarize yourself with grading standards to better assess the condition of the coin before purchasing. Finally, consider investing in proper storage solutions. Coin holders or albums can protect your collection from damage and preserve their value. So there you have it. The 1995 silver Washington quarter with a P mint mark may not be the most famous coin in the series, but it certainly has its value in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this quarter is a fantastic addition to any collection. Next up, the 1945 copper wheat 1 penny without a mint mark. This coin has a unique story, especially considering its dirty and bad condition, and we'll explore its current value in today's auction market. So, if you're a collector or just curious about coin values, stick around. The 1945 wheat penny is notable for several reasons. Struck in copper during the final year of World War II, this coin was minted in a time when copper was still being utilized for coin production. The design features the iconic wheat stalks on the reverse side, symbolizing abundance and prosperity, and Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. But what makes this particular coin special is its condition and the unique change in color. Now, let's talk about its condition. This 1945 wheat penny is described as having a dirty, bad condition, which means it shows significant wear and has likely been exposed to elements that altered its original appearance. It's common for coins to change color due to oxidation, dirt accumulation, or exposure to various substances. In this case, the copper may have developed a darker, tarnished appearance, which can be off-putting to some collectors, but can also add character and history to the piece. So, what is this 1945 copper wheat penny worth in today's auction market? Despite its dirty and bad condition, this penny can still fetch a surprising amount. Coins in similar condition have recently sold for around $30,000, depending on specific factors like the auction platform, the interest of bidders, and the overall market demand. It's essential to understand that even coins with visible wear can hold value, particularly if they are from a notable year like 1945. In the auction market, the value of a coin can fluctuate dramatically. Bidders often compete for unique pieces, and even a coin in poor condition can spark interest if it has a compelling story or rarity. For the 1945 wheat penny, platforms like eBay or heritage auctions often have listings where you can see real-time sales, providing a snapshot of its current market value. In conclusion, while the 1945 copper wheat penny without a mint mark may not be in the best shape, it still holds value in the auction market. Collectors appreciate these coins not just for their monetary worth, but also for their historical significance and the stories they tell. If you have a similar coin or are considering diving into coin collecting, keep an eye on auction sites and get involved in the community. Next up, the 1980 silver Washington quarter dollar with a D-era mint mark. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about what makes certain coins valuable, you're in the right place. Now, let's zoom in on the 1980 silver Washington quarter. This quarter is special for a few reasons. First, it was minted in Denver, which is indicated by the D mint mark on the reverse side this year, the US. Mint produced two major varieties, the regular quarter and a rare era coin, that has captured the attention of collectors. So what exactly is the D era mint mark? In numismatics, An error refers to any mistake made during the minting process. The 1980 silver Washington quarter features a unique error where the D-mint mark is misaligned or poorly struck. This adds an extra layer of interest and rarity to the coin, making it highly sought after by collectors. When assessing the value of any collectible coin, condition is paramount. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect mint state, with various levels in between. A coin in good condition shows moderate wear, with clear details but some signs of circulation. This level of preservation is ideal for collectors who want to own a piece of history without breaking the bank. Now, let's talk value. In today's auction market, the 1980 silver Washington quarter with a D-era mint mark in good condition can fetch a price ranging from $275,000, depending on the specifics of the auction and demand. Auction sites like eBay and Heritage Auctions frequently list these coins, and we've seen recent sales pushing the envelope as collectors vie for this unique piece. If you're considering adding the 1980 era quarter to your collection, here are a few tips. Always purchase from reputable dealers or auction sites. Examine the coin for wear, scratches, or any signs that could affect its value. Keep an eye on current auction prices to know what to expect when buying or selling. In conclusion, the 1980 silver Washington quarter with a D-era mint mark is more than just a coin. It's a piece of American history with a story to tell. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin holds significant value and interest. Next up, the 1947 copper wheat 1 penny, particularly the large date variety without a mint mark. If you're a coin enthusiast or simply curious about coin values, you're in for an exciting ride. The 1947 Lincoln wheat penny is a beloved coin among collectors. Struck in copper, it features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse showcases 2 stalks of wheat, symbolizing prosperity and abundance. But what makes this specific coin, especially the large date version without a mint mark, so valuable? The large date variety has distinct numerals that are more prominent than the small date version. This difference, although subtle, can significantly affect the coin's value in the market. It's important to pay attention to these details when assessing the value of your coins. The 1947 copper wheat penny, especially in circulated condition, holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. This coin is a great example of how demand and rarity can drive prices. With millions minted, you might think it's common, but condition and specific characteristics can make a world of difference. The lack of a mint mark indicates that this coin was minted in Philadelphia, which can be another factor influencing its value. As more collectors seek out specific dates and varieties, coins like the 1947 large date without a mint mark have become increasingly sought after. So, how much is this coin worth in today's auction market? Generally speaking, the value of a 1947 copper wheat penny in circulated condition ranges from about $48,000. However, during recent auctions, we've seen prices fluctuate based on the specific condition of the coin. In a recent auction, a 1947 large date penny in circulated condition sold for around $49,000 thanks to its overall quality and the interest from collectors. Meanwhile, high-grade specimens of the same coin can fetch prices between $56,000 or even more, depending on the demand at the time. If you're looking to buy or sell a 1947 copper wheat penny, here are some tips to consider. First, always inspect your coins closely. Look for signs of wear and tear, which can significantly impact value. Additionally, consider having your coins graded by a professional service, as this can help establish their market value. Also, keep an eye on auction trends. Join online numismatic forums and communities where collectors share their experiences and findings. Staying informed will help you make better decisions when it comes to your collection. In conclusion, the 1947 copper wheat 1 penny without a mint mark is more than just a piece of change. It's a collectible item that reflects our history and the passion of coin collectors. Whether you have one in your collection or are on the hunt for one, understanding its value and significance can enhance your collecting experience. Next up, the 1985 silver Washington quarter with a large date and a P mint mark. Stay tuned as we uncover its fascinating history, unique characteristics, and current market value. The 1985 silver Washington quarter is part of a series that continued to use the original design but was produced with a significant quantity. The large date designation refers to the distinctive size of the numerals in the date, which can often be a point of interest for collectors. The P mint mark indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. What sets the 1985 large date quarter apart from its small date counterpart? Primarily, it's the size of the numbers. Larger digits were used for the year 1985. This can affect its value significantly in the auction market. The quarter was minted with a composition of 90% silver and 10% copper, giving it a bright, shiny finish that is highly prized by collectors. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect mint state. MS-70, the 1985 silver Washington quarter, in good condition, generally features clear details, minimal wear on the surface, and a lustrous finish. Coins that retain these qualities can fetch higher prices in the auction market. So, what is the value of the 1985 silver Washington quarter with a large date and a P mint mark in good condition today? As of now, this coin can range anywhere $55,000 depending on its exact condition and the current demand among collectors. However, if you have a quarter that is in excellent condition, it can command a price much higher, upwards of $56,000 at auction. If you're looking to buy or sell your 1985 silver Washington quarter, consider reputable online auction sites like eBay, or visit your local coin shop for appraisals. It's essential to research and compare prices to ensure you get the best deal. In conclusion, the 1985 silver Washington quarter with a large date and P mint mark is a valuable piece of American history that continues to captivate collectors today. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your collection, this coin is a fantastic addition. Next up, the 1928 copper wheat penny without a mint mark, especially focusing on those in bad condition. You might be surprised by its auction value today. So, if you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about the hidden treasures in your pocket, stick around. The 1928 copper wheat penny is part of the iconic Lincoln penny series, designed by Victor David Brenner. Struck from 1909 until 1958, these pennies feature the famous wheat ears on the reverse side and Abraham Lincoln on the obverse. The 1928 penny is notable for its age and design, making it a sought-after item for collectors. This particular year, 1928, is considered significant because it is part of a transition period for the Lincoln penny. The absence of a mint mark indicates it was minted in Philadelphia, which produced the majority of pennies during that era. Now, let's talk about condition. In coin collecting, the grade of a coin is crucial in determining its value. The 1928 copper wheat penny, even in bad condition, can still attract collectors due to its historical significance. Bad condition typically means the coin has noticeable wear, scratches, or discoloration, which is often the case for coins that have circulated for decades. Coins in bad condition can sell for lower prices, but the demand for specific years and types, like the 1928, can still lead to surprising auction results. So, what is the current market value of a 1928 copper wheat penny in bad condition? In today's auction market, these coins have been selling for a range of prices, typically between $23,000 depending on their specific condition and buyer interest. While it may seem low, keep in mind that the value can fluctuate based on market demand and the rarity of the coin. In some instances, rare findings or specific attributes can push the value higher. However, for the average collector, a penny in bad condition may not break the bank but still holds value. Taking care of your coins is essential, even if they are in bad condition. Proper storage can prevent further damage and maintain the coin's current state. For coins like the 1928 copper wheat penny, it's advisable to keep them in a dry, cool place away from direct sunlight and moisture. Using protective holders can help preserve their condition and future value. To wrap up, the 1928 copper wheat penny without a mint mark, even in bad condition, can still be a valuable piece of history for collectors. If you come across one in your collection or at an auction, don't underestimate its potential worth. First up, the 1989 silver Washington quarter dollar with a P mint mark. If you're a coin collector or just curious about the value of this quarter, stick around because you won't want to miss this. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1932. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin features a profile of George Washington on the obverse, while the reverse showcases an eagle, a symbol of freedom and strength. The 1989 edition is particularly interesting as it was produced during a time when the U.S. Mint was experimenting with coin production and design. In 1989, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 3.7 million quarters with a P Mint mark, indicating they were made in Philadelphia. This year marked the last of the silver content in Washington quarters, with these coins containing 90% silver and 10% copper. These quarters were issued for circulation, which means they often show signs of wear. Circulated condition refers to coins that have been used in everyday transactions, resulting in scratches, scuffs, and a loss of luster. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part, the value of the 1989 silver Washington quarter with a P Mint mark in today's auction market. As of now, coins in circulated condition typically range between $16,000 depending on their specific condition and collector demand. However, if you find one in better than average circulated condition, meaning it has minimal wear and retains some of its original shine, you could see prices climb upwards of $15,000 in rare cases. If a quarter is graded higher by professional grading services, the value could exceed that range. If you're looking to add the 1989 silver Washington quarter to your collection, here are some tips. First, always check for mint marks. The P Mint mark can significantly affect a coin's value compared to its D or S counterparts. Next, look for coins that are well preserved. Check for luster and minimal scratches. If you're purchasing online, be sure to buy from reputable dealers and ask for high-resolution images of the coins. To wrap up, the 1989 silver Washington quarter with a P Mint mark is not just a piece of currency, it's a collectible with a fascinating history and value that can appreciate over time. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin is a great addition to your collection. Next up, the 1942 copper wheat 1 penny with a D Mint mark. We'll explore its history, unique characteristics, and most importantly, its current value in today's auction market. If you're passionate about coins or just curious about their worth, stay tuned. First, let's take a step back in time. The 1942 Lincoln wheat penny is notable for its production during World War II. This era saw a significant shift in coinage due to metal shortages. Most notably, the U.S. Mint transitioned to producing steel cents in 1943. However, in 1942, the copper pennies were still being struck, particularly the wheat design, which features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse. Now, let's talk about the mint mark. The D in 1942 D refers to the Denver Mint, where this coin was produced. Mint marks are crucial for collectors as they indicate where the coin was minted. The 1942 D penny is especially significant because, in the context of its overall mintage, it represents a portion of the coins that collectors find desirable. With a total mintage of about 1.1 billion Lincoln pennies produced in 1942, a smaller percentage with the D Mint mark enhances its collectability. Next, let's discuss the condition of the coin. For collectors, understanding the grading scale is vital. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 1 being the lowest and 70 being the highest. The term circulated fine condition indicates that the coin shows signs of wear but retains most of its details. In this state, the wheat lines on the reverse are visible, and there is some wear on Lincoln's portrait, but not so much that it becomes unrecognizable. So, how much is this particular penny worth in today's auction market? As of now, a 1942 copper wheat penny with a D Mint mark in circulated fine condition can sell for anywhere between $19,000. However, the exact value can vary based on factors such as demand, the specific auction setting, and additional details about the coin's condition. Let's look at some recent auction results to get a better understanding. In recent auctions, some 1942 D pennies in fine condition have fetched around $20,000, while those with fewer visible imperfections have sold for up to $5 or more. These prices reflect current market trends and the growing interest in coin collecting. If you're considering adding a 1942 D copper wheat penny to your collection, here are a few tips to keep in mind. Always ensure that you purchase from reputable dealers or auctions to avoid counterfeit coins. Additionally, familiarize yourself with the coin's details, such as the weight, diameter, and design features, so you can make informed decisions. In conclusion, the 1942 copper wheat 1 penny with a D Mint mark holds a special place in both history and the hearts of collectors. Its circulated fine condition can bring in a reasonable value at auctions, making it a worthwhile addition to any collection. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Next up, the 1974 silver Washington quarter dollar, specifically the large date variety without a mint mark. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about coin values, stick around as we explore its history, features, and current market value. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The coin features a portrait of Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, signifying strength and freedom. However, by the early 1970s, a new design was introduced. In 1974, the U.S. Mint produced two varieties of the quarter, the small date and the large date. The large date variety features a more pronounced 4 in the date, which has become a distinguishing factor among collectors. What makes the 1974 quarter unique is that it was minted in a time when the country was transitioning from silver to more affordable metals. The U.S. Mint stopped using 90% silver in quarters after 1964, but due to a coin shortage, some silver quarters were still produced in 1974. Now, let's talk about the design features of the 1974 silver Washington quarter. The obverse showcases George Washington, facing left, surrounded by the words Liberty, and In God We Trust. The reverse displays an eagle with outstretched wings, above the inscription United States of America and quarter dollar. The edge of the coin is reeded, which is typical for many U.S. coins. Collectors appreciate not only the design but also the historical significance of the silver content in this quarter. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for: the value of the 1974 silver Washington quarter in circulated condition. In today's auction market, this coin typically fetches prices ranging from $3,000–$5,000 depending on its condition and demand. However, some rarer specimens can sell for much more, especially if they exhibit unique characteristics or are in better than average condition. For example, uncirculated examples or those with particular errors can command prices well above $400,000. If you're looking to add a 1974 silver Washington quarter to your collection, here are some tips. Always check for the large date feature and be aware of the overall condition. Coins with minimal wear and clear details will hold more value. It's also wise to purchase from reputable dealers or auction sites to ensure authenticity. Familiarize yourself with coin grading systems like the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70, to better assess the condition of your coin. To wrap things up, the 1974 silver Washington quarter without a mint mark is a collectible piece that represents both history and value in today's market. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, understanding the nuances of such coins can enhance your collecting experience. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more coin-related content, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions about coins.